Hello and welcome to the Magic Hour. I did some animation for the logo, so we're gonna have a snazzier opening very soon. Cost me $40. I'll let you know how good it is.
That's good to know.
Matt, before we went to start the show, you were talking about quiche or something.
Stop.
The
If
mods,
you've been here for a long time, you know the reference to quiche.
the mods will remember there was a reference to quiche in the past, and we are just laughing about it.
He does this to me whenever we start something like this. He does something to me like a minute before that I can't stop.
breaks him out.
All right, so we won't be that cheesy as quiche. Anyhow, welcome, guys. I see Jason Wilbrandt here. Frankie Sanchez, hello. Uncle Joe from Boston. Lily Johns, Disney Worlders. We love that guy. Darlene Barcelou. Paul Engel, thank you for being here, Paul. Adam, thank you for being here. Grace. We really want to take Villain's Land and take the rag and just squeeze it out because it's so delicious, is it not? It's delicious.
It's also because we're so excited about it. I just want to talk about it.
We really do. Because, when Corinne said, let's tell them everything we know about Villain's Land, I was like, okay, we know it's coming. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day. It's really... But I have to give Corinne a ton of credit here. She showed me pictures, which are loaded in to show you, of past things that were on the table. Blue sky projects from 15, 20, 10 years ago of Villains things. And it really does... You know how always the past gets dredged up when they do these things? You could see a lot of similarities and stuff. And I just think whoever watches this show, you're going to leave here with a different education that I didn't even expect to give you. But because of Corinne, we're all getting it. So thank you, Corinne, for doing that research.
You're welcome.
It was fun.
I'm so excited.
So I'm going to pull up, or did I print it out? Yes. Corinne gave us a little syllabus, basically.
Syllabus.
Show notes. Villain's Land announced. Okay, so that much we know. We know there's a Villain's Land.
It's coming.
It's coming. We know it's coming within 5 years.
And that's my main. I want to hear what Matt thinks about this because they are saying
do we even know it's
5 years. They apparently it was told to media or PR who was there. They actually received written information that everything that was announced is going to be done in 5 years. So basically, kind of 2030. Oh. What do we think? Because I just don't have a lot of hope.
I think they have to this time because of Epic Universe. Right. I think Epic is going to keep them honest.
Yeah. It is surprising, though, they didn't say that. They didn't say that.
What led me to believe, if it can really be that amount of time frame, is can you build this stuff with quality in mind, but quickly like they basically did with Epic? Epic was built in 3.5 years. Maybe a little over 4 years when you consider COVID.
Still amazing.
When it took 5 years to build Communicore Hall.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, we all know they dragged on that. That cannot have been how long it took. They just.
I'm hoping that was a cost-cutting measure with less, less construction workers, and now they can't. Remember Corinne printed this for us. Yeah. Everything we're going to share with you is in active development. Plans are drawn. Dirt is moving. I just want to be clear about this. We are doing everything you're going to hear tonight. This isn't blue sky. We're going to do all of this.
And that's from Josh Damnor. So
correct.
And then media got after they got printed press releases where it says within 5 years, all of it.
Yeah, and Matt, you did say, and I don't know what you can and cannot say, so stop me. I know the opinions expressed here are all your own. You said you can see some things moved.
And this is pure rumblings. You can drive on Floridian Way that's right behind the Magic Kingdom. That's not really backstage area because you're so far away from the park to begin with already. But that is also a public road because that's what people take if you're living up in the Windermere area. Apparently, something is going on over there. It's not really noticeable. It's maybe like, markers are already on the ground to start doing things.
And I mean, you hope that they've had this plan since maybe the last expo. So maybe we are further along than we know and think. So
okay, I'm going to start with the pictures a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll get to
we'll
start the conversation.
This is the pictures that they released, right? Which look freaking amazing. I've stared at it way too long. Look at all
okay, now, let me take it. Corinne zoomed up on these.
Yeah.
And again, we know concept art can change. We know all of this is speculation, rumor, but that's what we're here for, to have fun with speculation and rumor and wish for what
this is all we got, people. This is all we got.
Okay, so what do we think? Do we think this is part of that coaster?
I feel like it symbolizes that that's the coaster, right? That's
So are you telling me they're finally going to build the animatronic dragon again?
yeah. Disneyland's not getting it. We are.
Okay, so look when you zoom up how it really is a
Yeah.
coaster.
And you
there.
see the thorns there that also tells you
Yes.
it's Maleficent. Because,
Correct.
you know,
Yes. And I've been hearing about a Maleficent coaster for years.
Yeah, which would be freaking amazing. And that's like in the background all the way to the right. So I'm
Could be the-
assuming that this is the second, because they also announced
Right. This could be the
two
dark ride.
major attractions.
Right.
Now the question is, what do we consider major here? Is a dark ride a major attraction? I mean, if it's
Or is
If
that
it's-
going to be more like a Villain's Land version of Darkmoor, like we're seeing with Dark Universe?
it could be.
Could be.
It could be.
But I think the ride, if it's going to be a dark ride, can be major. If it's like Phantom Manor, was it? What am I saying? Mystic Manor.
Mystic Manor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's like that, yeah. If it's like, you know, the Spider-Man and the Transformers vehicles that they're doing, kind of like for Thanos, something like that. Could be like the Peter Pan that's in Fantasy Springs.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
That's the same technology.
right. That would be a major dark ride.
Oh, yeah.
And here's my thing about the dark ride. If they do it, I think it's going to have to be like you were invited to a party that the villains are having, because it's everybody wants to see their favorite villain.
Yeah.
They're going to have to cram a lot of villains, I think, into a ride or
Which would
an
be
attraction.
so cool. I
Yeah,
would gladly take that.
yeah.
So
Would you imagine going?
Focus Villain Spectacular from Not So Scary as a ride?
I don't think it's going to be Hocus
That's what I'm
Pocus.
kind of hearing coming out of your mouth a little bit.
You know, I would think the Wicked Queen invites you to her house because she's going to look through the mirror and invite everybody to a party at her castle.
And then we
you
just go through scenes of different
scenes of
villains.
them having fun in the castle. I think.
Now, what I would, I mean, hopefully Disney is considering this. You already have a roller coaster that's going to have a height requirement. Hopefully, whatever this is has no height requirement. Something that is good for everyone to be able to ride.
I'm thinking it's going to have a height requirement.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's going to be a major
That's
coaster.
going to be a little bit.
I
of a
hope
different
so.
Yeah,
Because,
I think they'll have
mean,
one
if they're
thing for
gonna
the kids.
If they're going to compete with Universal, they need something a little more adult, like
True.
in the terms of like fear and thrill.
Yet, if anybody's going to have a height requirement, it's Villains Land. I mean,
Yeah.
it just seems like it.
Yeah, but for the average Joe Schmo that's going to come to the Magic Kingdom,
Yeah, then I don't know. Maybe they don't care about average Joe Schmo. Should we move to some of these past
Yeah.
pictures?
Move to,
All right, I'm going to start.
that because I have a question till with this.
Which-
they said
which
this is
one?
going to be the biggest expansion at Magic Kingdom ever. Now we think about New Fantasyland, how big that was, and they're saying this is going to be even bigger. What does that mean for Magic Kingdom in the sense of like capacity? Are we now going to need 2 days? Do you think that's their plan here to make it into a 2-day park? Because
I think the bottom line is increasing capacity to Magic Kingdom.
Mhm.
All three of us go to the Magic Kingdom on a regular basis, and we know how busy it gets. Okay.
Yeah.
The bigger question that I've been plaguing is transportation.
yeah,
Okay.
how are you going to get all these?
You're
people
telling me
there?
we're only going to have a monorail and a boat?
And we're talking a decrepit monorail here now.
Correct.
I mean, that's bad.
And that's why I have the firm belief we're going to see a Skyliner expansion over there. Period.
Ooh,
I
that's
firmly
very
believe that
interesting and
by the time
possible.
Villains opens.
I mean, I hope they do that, or at least fix the monorail. Like,
But
fix
when
it.
they've announced, when they have announced it at D23, you would
No.
think they do need
No.
to fix the monorail.
Because if anything, the Skyliner can be built just like that, if anything.
Mhm.
And it's something that doesn't need to be announced immediately, because this probably won't open until after Cars. If
Yeah,
anything.
I agree.
But don't you think the Skyliner would go to the TTC only, and you still have to get transportation to the Magic Kingdom?
But that defeats the purpose, though, because the hard thing is
Right.
to get to Magic Kingdom.
Right.
So you need something.
Where do you-
I think it's going to be from the TTC to the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, okay. I get you.
Yeah, it won't be, getting you all the way over to the TTC from Caribbean Beach or
You think
International
going over the
Gateway or something
water?
like that. It's gonna have to. Well, I don't think they can go over like the dead center of Seven Seas Lagoon,
Okay,
but I think
which would
they
really
could probably
kill
just
the.
go alongside, right next to the Contemporary and everything.
All right, as long as it doesn't kill the aesthetic.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
that,
it's going to be able to increase capacity, because the other thing that's going to happen too, from a capacity standpoint, with the Magic Kingdom is we need to probably redo the whole entrance area of the park too, to handle the increased crowds that are going to come through. Because you can already go over there at 9 o'clock every morning and see the insanity.
How about party nights? Party nights.
Oh, the party nights, forget it.
Even party nights. Yeah, I saw the photos coming in from 4 o'clock these last couple of nights. Like, oh my God, we need to do something about that. So
somebody was blue skying. Could you imagine if they had a Villains Resort over there in the back and a special entrance into the park?
They seem to like building DVC resorts. So
I really think that's going to happen too.
Why not?
I really think, because let's think about it. Let's think about it. You have that access road back there, Floridian Way, like I just talked about.
Yeah.
You can expand that, 2-3 lanes up there. But here's how you sell it. The hotel that is literally inside Villains and inside the Magic Kingdom. They will sell out of it.
They could charge $1,000 a night. They could charge $1,000 a night.
Exactly.
People would go.
Fantasy Springs Hotel in Tokyo.
Yeah, like Fantasy Springs. Yep, exactly. And they haven't done that here yet, because we have that in California, at Grand Cal. So they need that.
Because I've also heard the rumblings, a few years ago, I think this was before COVID, that Epcot could get one too.
Yeah, I heard. Remember, they were supposed to. Didn't they talk about building a resort in the front of Epcot? I heard.
No, I heard like rumblings on Twitter. I remember.
I think there is concept art somewhere.
Speaking about this, Panda, bring up the maps. Bring up the maps, and we can see. Like,
okay, again, we are not saying these are correct.
Just
matter of fact, we know this one's not correct, right?
Yeah, I don't think this one is correct.
It's definitely not.
We think this is more like it.
Again, this is not official, people. This is what people think online is how they're gonna, position everything. We do know that Rivers of America is going, so Cars is going to take that spot, and you see Haunted Mansion right there next to the shops, which is also interesting.
Right, and that could turn into a Haunted Mansion restaurant, and see where it says Villains Restaurant, that might be shops. Who knows?
Yeah. So Matt, you're thinking like by the Villains coaster right there. You think the hotel could go over there then? Like,
well, I think it depends on how further they want to go back.
Yeah.
First off, I fully believe the railroad's going to be closing again.
Oh yeah.
For a little while. I think for a little while.
It depends on how much they want to do back there, because you see where the railroad is right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can go right up to where those rivers are if they reroute those rivers. And then right up there, a little bit further past that river, is Floridian Way.
Yeah. So they already have.
By the way, I do love that map. We were talking about it. I love that there's a train station right there.
Yeah, that would be great.
Perfect in terms of capacity as well.
Of getting people, because it's a long trek if you're going to make it all the way back.
Oh yeah, even
if there is no separate station, if there's no separate entrance, just get on at Main Street.
Yeah,
and take a.
But again, they love building resorts because that's the moneymaker. That is the money of that.
But without the attractions, we're not coming to the darn resorts.
No, of course not. But
right.
All right, Corinne, what is this?
Okay, so this is a concept art from the 90s. After Tokyo Disneyland back in '86, they did a little castle mystery tour walkthrough that was so popular because it was based on villains. This then became an idea that they wanted to bring over to the US, and this was supposed to be a log flume ride, kind of not like a log, but you see boats, just like Splash Mountain. And it was supposed to be, you entered in with Hades from Hercules, you went through tons of villain scene, and then at the drop, it was supposed to be the Chernabog from Fantasia, which, I mean, it's not a huge audio animatronic. It was supposed to be, and then you go down. And this, I mean, obviously didn't make it past concept art, but just that they had that is insane and very, intriguing.
And we will get to comments and stuff, and we'll get to the chat room. We're going to talk to you, too, for your ideas. But I think this should be a Catholic church ride. When the kids curse, my parents would have taken me on this boat ride and said, this is why we don't say curse words. And I would have been great as a kid. I would have been a new kid after that ride. So. And
it was supposed to be called Villains Mountain. And there's another picture. Yeah. So this is also a concept art from this ride, which I don't know, because it looks
like Frontierland with villains.
Yeah, it things to me looks like.
Well, you can see the train back there too.
Yeah, you see the train and you see the mountain with the fire. That was the ride. So it's very, and again, we're showing you this because old concept art and old ideas usually gets pulled for when they do these things.
Yeah,
So
or at least
that's
it derives right, or at least it derives from it for sure.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
you see? Is that a film reel on the bottom right? Like, what is
What?
that? It looks like a film reel on the bottom right.
I have no idea.
Me either. I don't get it.
But I think it's a cool idea because we talked about like the dark ride. This is basically a flume ride going through different villain scenes, which is kind of like how we wanted the dark ride to be, right? Like it's all the villains are featured.
Did this come out before Splash Mountain was a thing?
When did Splash Mountain open again? 90s?
Oh god, that
was it 80s?
Late 80s, early 90s.
Okay, so yeah, it must have, because yeah, they said this would be the second flume ride. So yeah, it would be after.
Speaking of the whole 2-day park thing, I think that when this is all done, if Tomorrowland isn't like completely between Monsters Laugh Floor, Stitches, Carousel, maybe, I don't want to say it, but I'm scared. Even Buzz Lightyear, Speedway, I think all of that can be changed. Then it could be a 2-day park. Yeah. But I think nobody's gonna want to visit Tomorrowland when this is all done. Well, you're gonna go on Tron.
Talked about, especially since Tron opened, was the idea of a Tomorrowland redo, and especially out in California as well. California, they needed a lot more than we do.
Yeah, they do. And that was surprising that they didn't announce any of that. Right. But maybe
a lot of people were thinking that was going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is Corinne from?
That is from the Cinderella Castle Mystery Tour at Tokyo Disneyland in 1986. So this is what became so popular in Tokyo that then based their idea of bringing it to the US. And that was the ending scene of their little walking tour, a big audio animatronic of the Horned King from the Black Cauldron, which obviously was not a popular movie here in the US, but I guess maybe in Tokyo it was, so they thought it would be. I love the Horned King. I think
I did too.
As a villain, he was scary. He's so cool. Like, it is scary. It's a
Matt, you've seen the movie, right? The Horned King movie.
What?
I've tried watching Black Cauldron several times.
You can't sit through it?
It's just, to me, if you didn't have the Disney label on it, I probably would have watched it.
What about Gurgi? He's the only one I know is Disney, the Gurgi guy. He's like the little comedy relief guy.
I've tried.
I think it's insane though. That was in 86. Look how good that looks.
Okay, wait, look at this.
Okay. Here we go. Here we're going into a little crazy land. This was I love these pictures. This was showcased in 2006 era before they changed Paradise Pier into Pixar Pier. In the Blue Sky Cellar at Disney's California Adventure, this was showcased as how they were going to change the pier into a villain's coaster. So, you know, the credit coaster that we have today, it was supposed to be a villain's coaster with a kind of like, the queue was supposed to be interactive with games and stuff. And as you can see, all these different, you know, dragons and snakes and monsters, Maleficent.
Could you imagine just the dragon right there?
I know. It looks so cool. And you see here the Chernabog when you take off, which is
here's what I answered my question that I didn't tell you is I had a question. If you look at the bottom of this, holding up the entrance sign is either pain or panic.
Yep.
And then they have this.
And this was the games. These were supposed to be games in the queue. Kind of like carnival games, villains themed in the queue area.
Oh, that could have also been at the carnival games that were literally right that are still right there.
Yep.
On the boardwalk.
So they were, and then you see Hades, and you see the old hag from Snow White. It's literally shooting you off, I guess. So it's cool.
Wow, this is crazy.
And here's the whole pier. Yeah.
Yeah, and look at the dragon on the right hand side.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I love that.
Obviously, this got scrapped when they changed it into complete, like, you know, everything was supposed to be Pixar. So, and I love this Ursula. This was apparently the entrance into the whole boardwalk kind of area. Because you see how it's still like boardwalk theme, even though
yeah.
So I guess they had all this concept art on display. And here's the weird thing: I lived in California 2006, 2007. So I feel like I must have seen this because I went to the Blue Sky Cellar all the time. So I just, you know, didn't remember it, I guess.
Remind me what, remind me what this is.
So this is from Beastly Kingdom, Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
I'm sure you all know, you've seen the dragon in all their marketing, like in the entrance and on the benches. They're supposed to have a Beastly Kingdom area, which turned into Camp Minnie Mickey, right?
Doesn't this look a little like the temple that's going in front of Indiana Jones?
Yeah, they could probably pull it from that. But that was the Dragon's Tower coaster that was supposed to be in Beastly Kingdom. And it was supposed to be a suspended coaster like you see here. And there was supposed to be a big dragon at the end. And
some
I'm
of
just
those
feeling,
nods were taken over to Dueling Dragons.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But now I feel like they're taking it back because remember, that's gone. That's gone
Yeah.
from Universal now. So I feel like maybe like this could be Maleficent. We could be, suspended
Yeah.
coaster. It would be so cool if this, because I was really sad
A
that they didn't do.
suspended coaster going through the thorns and the briar of
Could be.
Maleficent's
I mean,
area.
we're getting a suspended coaster with Monster Inc., right? That was what
Right.
was supposed to be
Right, so
something
they might
the same, but still, just the idea of the big dragon at the end. We see Maleficent in the concept art. That's just like the logo that they came out with. Because everybody's asking, what's the name going to be? Is it going to be Villains Land? Is that the name?
I think
it's
that's
gonna
truly
be.
what it's going to be. It's just going to be
Villains.
Villains at the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, so that makes it sound like a whole separate, like, kind of like it is an extra park, but even though it's in the same park.
But that's technically what they're doing with Fantasy Springs in Tokyo.
Yeah.
It really is this separate entity because you do need a special pass in order to basically get in every day.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to do that as an add-on? Buy a one-day ticket, but if you want to get into Villains, you have to purchase an add-on.
The shareholder in me says that's a great idea.
I know, right? I'm like, money.
The villains are going to really reveal themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not the
I
ones
do not
you
want to
think.
be working crowd flow, though. I will tell you that.
But
much.
listen, Universal is saying if you want to come to Epic Universe, you still have to visit Universal and Islands of Adventure. Otherwise, you ain't going.
That is just the preliminary stuff that is coming out. That will probably be coming out either next month or October. The beginning of next year, single day tickets. When we get closer to actual opening,
hopefully,
pass options.
Okay, I'm going to ask the chat room while we chat about this. I want to know what you would want in a Villains dark ride.
Yeah.
Not coaster. We'll do the coaster later. We're going to get to a commercial. Type in there. When I come back, we're going to see what we would want in a Villains dark ride. If I could find the commercials, maybe it would help.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa Thompson, owner of MC Travel Company, formerly Mouse Class Travel. What started with a dream of building magical vacations for everyone at Disney World has now turned into creating magical vacations worldwide. We're 75% repeat and referral. That's because when clients first came to us, they came to us for our expert planning inside theme parks at Walt Disney World and Disneyland, as well as Universal. But now we have diversified and are now selling vacations worldwide. The reason why you would want to book with me is because no matter which vacation you book, you get the same group of hardworking agents all working on your vacation. There is not one single agent at my agency that you work with. When you book with us, you become our family. That means that the entire team at MC Travel Company works for you. We each specialize in a portion of your vacation and then bring it all together in the end for you to enjoy. So for your next vacation, consider MC Travel Company. And thank you, Panda, for allowing us to sponsor this channel. Have a magical day.
Thank you, Lisa. MemCTravelCompany.com. Check them out on YouTube. Also, we're doing Ask an Agent series where just questions that people would ask an agent, whether you use them or not. Okay, I'm looking at these comments. This is going to set us off onto another discussion. Connor says he wants an animatronic dragon. I'm scared because of the Yeti, but I do want that.
I'm scared because of what happened in Disneyland.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I know. Well, it's not going to blow fire, or is it? We don't know.
Well, hopefully, as long as... And look, Garner Holt has gotten a lot better with their animatronics, but maybe just let WDI build it this time.
Okay, so, Corinne, I don't know if you're aware of this. Garner Holt builds a lot of the animatronics for Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you remember, I interviewed him once and I made a fool of myself. Do you remember this, Matt?
No.
He was telling me about the Little Mermaid and that he built all of the animatronics in the Little Mermaid except one of them. And I told him how much I love the animatronics and how my favorite one was Ursula because it's the best out of all of them.
Yeah.
That was the one that he did not build. So I was interviewing him live when I said that, and he had to tell me that. And I was like, oh, damn, what bad press. But anyhow, you're right, Matt. WDI builds better.
But in all
Garner
honesty,
Holt.
Garner Holt is doing a damn good job right now.
Sure.
They were at the expo last week, and I saw at their booth they had an animatronic Grogu, and this was incredible. Corinne, I don't know if you got a chance.
I know, I missed that.
Flawless, beautiful.
Really?
I
Okay,
thought
good.
this came literally from Lucasfilm.
I'm sure he's learning also from WDI, and they're both increasing their, what they can do with this electric. I've been talking about this. Pull the lever. The thing with Villains Land that bothers me, let me get through these comments before I say it. Something involving Isma's secret lab. Hey, Gene. Jason says, I would like to see the big bad wolf. He's one of the first Disney. Yeah.
That would be cool. That would
Yeah,
be
and I hope they don't forget about like Pete. Hey, Stan. I would like to definitely be
Pete's not a
suspended.
villain, though.
Pete is a villain, but not really. I know, not too much. Okay, they're saying Dark
According to House
Ride.
of Mouse, yes, he is a villain.
So my thing is that because it's only 2 attractions and one is possibly a Maleficent's coaster, they're going to have to cram a lot of good villains into that other attraction so that everybody is semi-satisfied. Or
Remember, we have the dining too. So
right, so you could do a gift shop for Scar.
Yeah.
Right, Scar's got to be represented. Isma's somewhere got to be. There's
Evil
so
Queen,
many.
Evil,
Oh,
Hades.
yeah.
Sorry, Hades.
Yeah, there's so many. There's
Hades
so many
Skeletor?
stories to tell. It's crazy. I'm sorry. They're not going to do a Return to
Oh
Oz.
God! Return to Oz.
He's great though. He's great.
Oh God!
And I mean, like, you have Nightmare Before Christmas too. Oogie Boogie is counted.
Oh
in
my
there.
God!
There's.
But I know, but
It really depends how many villains they really want to throw into this.
Yeah.
Are they just going to stick to the classics?
I'm
Okay,
just thinking to Halloween Party. Like when we think about the Halloween Party, how is this
Yeah,
going to change that?
Stan, yes.
and have him run around. Yeah, a Cruella meet and greet. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of these meet and greets, or at least rotating them. You would think. And
Can you also
think
just imagine Villains Land during Not So Scary?
yeah, okay. Do we think it's a separate up ticket price? And before you say no, do you remember when they used to do that? They gave you an up ticket price to
Villains Unleashed at Hollywood
Yeah.
Studios.
Yeah. No,
was
but even in the
great.
Magic Kingdom, remember they had like
I could see them making Not So Scary by then like $200 to get in. It will be a normal
be.
day ticket into the park.
But remember when Tony's had a thing where you could pay a little bit of extra money to go do something?
Oh yeah.
in the-
During Mickey's Not So Scary. Yes, I remember. And it
So
was
just like a dessert party, they can say Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, an extra $100, go to the soiree with the villains as well.
In the land.
and then
in
that
the
way
land.
they could make it like this. Mickey's
And
Not
the
So Scary
lightning
for
went onto the
kids,
roller
for
coaster.
families, and then the extra ticketed event is a little darker, a little scarier. Maybe they could even have like Hong Kong Disneyland has. They actually have, horror houses based on the villains for Halloween. I don't know if you have the picture, Pan, if you can show it, because
Which
I
one?
was shocked when I saw their walkthroughs, how they used the villain. Like, they're scary.
Which one is this?
It's the one that says like Nightmare Experiment. It's like the smoke and the villains coming out of the smoke, and that's actually a Hong Kong. There you go. So they have a villains kind of Halloween event at Hong Kong Disneyland that is really scary. It's supposed to be like Halloween Horror Nights, and they had houses.
I know it's far away, but Pinocchio looks like he's smoking a cigarette from where I am.
He probably is. He probably is.
Telling a
in
lot
that
of
house.
lies.
You saw. I sent Panda some pictures earlier today. I should have included them here, but they're pretty like
Oh, some of them are crazy.
asylum-y with like the weird toys from Toy Story that got like messed up and
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh,
they're-
that's hold on. What's the kid in Toy Story? He's another
Sid,
villain.
Sid.
Sid
Yeah.
would be great at night running around.
I'm going back to California in 2 months for Oogie Boogie Bash. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's talk about some of those characters. Madam Mim,
Yeah.
Judge Doom, Ernesto de la Cruz. Apparently,
Oh.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz is going to be one this year.
Oh my God. Evil Incorporated at night after hours.
And obviously that's selling out like crazy. So they already have.
Oh, yeah,
I
they
think
sell
that
out every
really
year.
is based on the villains bar thing at Hollywood Studio. Oh my God, yes. Panda, the one with Dr. Facilier.
Yeah.
We used to
Yeah.
go, what was it called?
We used to
again?
go to
It was the one inside the Brown
It was-
Derby, right?
no, inside
This is
where
back
Cars
the
is
car
now.
thing, where the car show is.
Oh, yes.
Remember?
Club
It was
Villain.
Yeah, we went
Club
3
Villain,
times.
Club- Yeah, we went
Club
so many-
Villain.
Because
I
it was like $100 a person.
But it was
And it was
amazing.
sold out.
Because you
And it
got
was great.
Unlimited alcohol. You got the great food. You got the great entertainment.
Yeah, but the entertainment, Dr. Facilier, and the stage show they did, and you could meet all these villains.
Talk for a second. I'm going to find my link for that video. So if anybody
Yeah,
wants to see it,
because
they
you guys, if you didn't attend, this was some of the best extra ticketed event I have ever seen Disney do. It was so worth the ticket. I mean, we definitely got our drinks and our food worth money. Like, drinking it, and the food, it was great. All
Yeah,
the
because I
food
remember
was-
Panda always showing off that photo of him sitting on Maleficent's throne.
I know. It
Yeah.
was so cool.
You know, I
And-
can even play the video for us now if we really wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
But it's
please.
too, I think it's long. Let me see how long it is.
Yeah, you posted in there.
Before
Good.
I,
Because Dr. Facilier in that show was, I mean, I feel like they took this for the Hocus Pocus stage show because this was
I'm trying to
insanely-
remember. It was Facilier, Maleficent,
Evil Queen, Cruella.
Cruella.
Yeah, pretty much. I think
Was that
Cruella?
it?
I think because they had like so there was a stage show and then there was like meet and greets
Right.
around the whole seating
Let's
area.
see if this is even, let's see if this is possible, guys. I don't know if it's going to work. Let's see.
Let's see. I'm excited if it does because I forgot about that. I used to love that event.
How long ago was that?
This is many years ago.
Yeah, I feel like
Six-
it's like 7 or 8
16.
years now.
Yeah. And it was so good and it never came back. I don't think they made money on it because I think people ate and drank so much that, you know, they thought like, oh, $100. No. We can eat and drink for $100 easily.
Because I think they were also giving out AP and DVC discounts too.
Yeah.
remember.
And I think we got a gift at the end. I feel like I was so, it's not working, Panda.
Let's see. I'm trying. Give me a second. It's going to work at some point.
Okay. Well,
I think.
cool. But yeah, if they could do
But that could
something
be
like
something
that,
that they could easily do. Like
for Villains Land.
you know, originally with Galaxy's Edge, we were supposed to have that dining event that ended up going to Star Cruiser. What if we had finally something like that in Villains?
Oh, Caleb is saying that DJ Elliott was the DJ. I remember that for Club Villain. And thanks,
feel like
Connor,
Elliott's
for
always
talking to
doing
Josh
everything,
to bring
so
it
it's like-
back.
Let's see. I don't know if it's going to work. Let's see.
It's so cool.
Okay. Because that's not working.
Oh God!
I can't get it to work. I tried.
But
It's playing in the background.
Yeah.
Click the link. You can watch that. It's good. Don't do it now while we're here. But do it.
later.
Wait until we're done.
All right. So
Put it in
let me
the
see
show
more.
notes.
More comments from the Arachnophobia live on stage. Was that a Disney? Was that a a
Knowing
Disney movie?
knowing our extensive library now, it probably is.
We probably bought it. Madame Medusa's. I'm looking for ideas.
Wait. Villains Land. Rasputin from Anastasia.
Oh my god.
Right?
Oh my god.
We could have that.
I don't think I've seen Anastasia
Have that.
What, you've never seen Anastasia?
because it's not really
Well,
Disney.
now
is
we
it?
know what we're doing for the next movie night because that's one of the best movies ever.
Really?
Yes.
Rasputin is
All
played by
right.
Christopher Lloyd, and all the singing is done by Jim Cummings.
It's so good, Panda. It's
It
so
is
good.
That sounds good. Was it Disney though?
It's 20th
No,
Century
it was
Fox,
Fox at the
which is
time.
now.
Oh,
It
okay.
was, Don Bluth did it.
Okay, and I'm guessing that Arachnophobia was Touchstone.
Yeah,
Or
I
Fox
love
or-
Anastasia.
We
Love
have
it.
such it's such an extensive library.
Rasputin is a top tier villain.
Thank you.
He
Frankie.
is.
Thank
He
you.
is. I agree, Frankie. I agree 100%.
Gene, who are you kicking? And why is it her? This seems like a Me Too movement. Bad comment.
I love that Raven said Panda. Shame. Shame, Panda.
Oh,
Raven,
God.
I have to see it. I just realized Raven was Raven.
My sister.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
Lord.
Doctor Doom. I
Oh
would
my god, no,
love
he
this.
scared me. He scared me so much when I was a
Like I
kid.
said, he's in Oogie Boogie Bash. We could bring him here.
Yeah.
He could. By the
The
way,
bad days.
what was it in Disneyland when the three ladies were up singing like it was like Mother Gothel, the Wicked Queen. They did like a cabaret.
What was that?
It was amazing
In Disneyland?
in Disneyland. I'll find it. Go ahead. Go talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
I don't remember that at all. But that's what I'm saying. There's so many possibilities, and I think we need this because somebody did say online. They said, if you think about us as fans, we're all getting older, and a lot of kids today may not watch these movies, so they're gonna have to make something that caters
Right.
to us adults more because we're the ones who remember all these movies. I don't like sad to say, I don't know if kids today will like they will know like Maleficent maybe, but like are they gonna know all these other characters? No, it's just us.
Well, that's why they
can't-
do all these niche characters for
Mhm.
Oogie Boogie Bash.
Yeah,
Is
exactly. Because they
you
know it's
the
adults.
main clientele are those young adults like us that go for
Mhm.
that. Something I was just thinking about. Next year is Destination D here
Mhm.
at the Contemporary.
Ooh,
Do you
yeah.
think we're going to hear any more finer details about villains or any of these projects for that matter?
Yes.
I
I sure hope so. It would be
Okay,
really
I
nice.
can't
to hear
find
more.
the Disneyland thing, but it was people sat down. It was an outdoor stage. There were 3 ladies, Broadway singer ladies, dressed as villains, and they came up and sang, and it was amazing. And it's all over YouTube. There was like 5 or 6 videos. It was a Halloween night type of thing. I think Ernesto de la Cruz might have also been there, but not part of this cabaret thing. I got to find it. It was great. If somebody knows on the chat, let me know.
Put in a link.
Yeah, it was great. It was absolutely great.
Put in a link if you have it.
All right, let's see. What else do we have here? I just can't believe all this old artwork. That the Incredicoaster, the fact that it could have been this.
I'm sorry. I'm not a huge Pixar fan, so if I could have gotten this instead.
Yes, but now I'm happy now because now we'll get something much better. Like we'll get something.
The castle picture, Panda, of the castle and the concept art, because I want to talk about that too. Are we gonna get? I had one that was like zoomed in on it. Are we gonna get another castle? There we go. Because that looks freaking amazing, and I'm wondering if that's going to be like Beauty and the Beast castle. Like
it has to look a little better than the Beauty and the Beast castle.
Yeah,
I'm also loving these waterfalls that I'm seeing.
I know.
Right?
Why does that look like Pandora though? Avatar Land.
That's okay. The mountains.
Again,
I love the
question will be: Is this what it will look like?
I know.
Because let's take a look at the concept art for Epic Universe. Everything over there is staying true to the concept art. Disney never really does that. They always change it up.
I feel like they should know by now, because we have been dying for any announcement that we would all sit here and, go through this. I feel like they should have known that and not release anything that they, you know what I mean? Like, they know we're all going to do this.
You to show me that concept art, and then I'm going to get the boardwalk style thing like we were just showing.
Yeah.
I'm expecting to see something along the lines of that, but anything less than that, it's kind of a disservice to us.
I agree.
Yeah.
Castle gives off Castlevania vibes. Steven,
I mean, whose castle is that? Is it Maleficent?
It looks like Maleficent.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
it does, yeah. You know what's funny is Maleficent is such a major popular villain. They can give her her own dark ride. They can give her her own coaster. That nobody.
Just look at the live action. The Maleficent live action did really well
Give
too.
me the animatronic dragon. Give me
I'm with that. And I need, give me an animatronic Wicked Queen. I don't even need to see her face. I just need to see her body looking at the mirror and the mirror talking back to her, and I could just visit her whenever I want. I'll be very happy.
I agree. Kat says if it actually looks like that, amazing, but keeping my expectations low. Yep. I'm trying to do that, but it's like I want something so amazing.
Like another thing to me too is if you show me that concept art and then the family friendly ride in there, you give me Snow White Scary Adventures again.
No, right. But you know what? Imagine Snow White Scary Adventures, but Mystic Manor, trackless. Like a good,
and with all the
real, right, with real animatronics and more villains. Yeah,
that's a good point. The dragon at Paris. In the castle, it's so cool.
Ooh, what if that's what we get?
I know.
We could get
here's another thing that has me
not even just like how it is in Paris. It doesn't even need to be part of an attraction. It just needs to be there.
Yeah.
Another thing that has me very happy because of Epic, I believe, and I said this when Fox 35 said to me, "Do you think there's a war going on, a theme park war?" Come on, of course there is, but
there's been a theme park war going on for about 30
forever,
years.
Right? What I do think is, if you listen to how Josh presented this land, he said on a grand scale, which makes me look at the concept art and go, "They're going to do it."
Yeah, don't say that. Don't say it and then tone it down because.
And I know because of Epic, they have. He goes, "You're going to see storytelling on a level that we've never done before." Disney's the master storyteller. How do you get better than that? And then he says, fearless new vision in what a theme park land could be. And there's something bad about that language, which tells me that I feel like they think, Epic is getting it right, and they're building lands the way we should have been, and now we can do it too. I wanted Disney to be the leader in this. They have
to show them up a little bit. They have to show them up. I just want to say, Devin, first time here, thank you for joining us. If you could put his comment out, because he had some good ideas. And I have one comment above.
First time here, I got some ideas for villains. I hope you might like for meet and greet. We need the sand. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. I do think they're going to keep it as more classic villains, but I'm sure you're going to see.
You brought House of Villains in.
The House of Mouse villains. I can't.
Would be so cool. Yeah.
Oh yes, a mirror on the wall. That you can interact with. A whole game. There could be a whole game. Evil Queen is my favorite completely. More so than Maleficent. I like Maleficent, but somehow she trumped the Evil Queen, and we need to just put that back in her place.
Yeah, but Sanderson sisters, we already know are super popular. They could do anything with that. We all would love it. You know?
All right, we're going to go to another commercial, and we have to pivot to villains merchandise. Not just what we want in the new lands, but real merchandise.
Okay.
Be right back.
Yes.
Oh, this is the travel guy. We love him.
Dude, what are you doing?
You said if I wanted to buy or sell a house in Central Florida that I should follow you.
On social media!
You got a link?
Buying or selling a home? Visit celebratingflorida.com or follow me on social media.
Love it. Look at this. They got butterbeer over in Universal. Why can't we have like a poison apple drink or some special villain's cocktail?
They had a Club Villain. You remember? They had that at Club Villain, and they were so cool. All the little treats and everything.
Yeah, watch that Club Villain video. That was some good stuff. I forgot all about that. And we
were
went
obsessed.
3 times. Obsessed.
Yeah, we tried to buy every single ticket, but they sold out.
It was great.
It was so great. Do you want to do villains merchandise or news first? We only have 2 news stories, but
okay, let's do news first. You start, and I should know what picture. Hopefully,
the first one's a Deadpool one because so excited. Kind of. So we don't get Deadpool over in Florida, unfortunately, which is really sad. But apparently, Deadpool is joining the Disney Cruise Line as part of the Avengers stunt show on Disney Adventure in 2025. That's the one that's sailing in Singapore. So now I'm going to have to go to Singapore to see Deadpool because if you haven't seen this movie, I'm obsessed. It's so good. It's so good.
He's going to pass a person and be like, "Huh, it smells like you should be on the poop deck."
Awesome.
What?
That could work. That could work.
That could work.
And it's so funny.
That's about the level.
Really quick.
Yeah, that's the level.
I have a theory on the adventure. I've been thinking about this for a couple of weeks now. The adventure is being finished up in Meyer Wharf, Germany, where all the other ships are being finished. In order to get to Singapore, wouldn't you have to kind of pass by Florida?
Yeah, I was thinking the only way I'm getting on is if there's a 3 or 4 day that happens to go to Port Canaveral once or twice.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they're going to be
or Florida,
Singapore,
Yeah, but there is no casino, right? No casino still.
I mean, they're gonna have
not
to.
that we know of.
No.
Yet.
If they're not announcing it yet, if it comes out without a casino, I'll actually be kind of surprised.
I think they will have to in order to stay with the market out there.
I just hope
think so too.
One of the ships over here too. Please. I mean, I don't know. Is he allowed to? Are they allowed? Yeah, they're allowed to do Marvel stuff on the ships here, right?
Oh, yeah, because that's why we have Marvel Day at Sea.
Because it's in the sea. It doesn't count. It's all good. It's all
technically
good.
how we can do Marvel merchandise in Disney Springs too, because it's not in the park.
Okay, cool.
What was the next news story? I don't know.
Okay, so next news is the Raglan Road statement that Josh Diamara.
Oh.
I think I have a picture of just a statement because so just a little quick facts about it. Somebody went to Raglan Road restaurant who had an allergic reaction and then such sad events passed away, even though she informed the restaurant of her allergy. And
took an EpiPen.
And now the husband, I'm assuming, is suing Disney, which kind of sounds like a classic, like, hey, I don't know.
And everybody else, everybody.
But it's like he doesn't understand that Raglan Road is third party. It's not Disney technically, even though it's on their property. So he's suing Disney, and Disney's, I guess, lawyers' response was, you can't sue us because you have Disney Plus, or you signed up for Disney Plus at some point. And in the clause of Disney Plus, it says that you could never, if you sign up, you can never, sue Disney. Basically.
You have to arbitrate with them. You can't sue them.
Yeah. And obviously when this spread, how things do, I spend a lot of time on TikTok. There's been tons of TikToks I've seen where people are like, I'm canceling Disney Plus because if I ever go to the park and get hurt or I die at the parks, I can now not sue Disney. Like they're literally thinking like, if I cancel my Disney Plus, I still can sue Disney if I die there, or my family can, I guess, which is obviously not really accurate because you already signed a waive your rights kind of when you signed up. But this kind of snowballed a lot online. I've seen it everywhere, and it was like tons of videos had 500,000 views, and I guess Disney, the
worst PR disaster that could have been avoided.
And they don't want people canceling Disney Plus when it's finally making money.
I read a lot of people say, I'm canceling when I go next week and then I'll reinstate it when I come back. Like,
They'll
What?
cancel it for a month, and then they'll realize, oh crap, there was something good that I wanted to watch. It was on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
Okay.
anyway. By the way, the legal argument, and I'm not a lawyer, but I did go to 2 years of college. And I'm going to tell you, clicking something online is not going to, it's just not legal there. I mean, you could say anybody click. My dog hit the button. Stop it. Just stop
Yeah.
it. Josh said at Disney, we strive to put humanity above all other considerations. And I think that sentence is good because he looked at this, or anybody could, and say,
PR.
Disney's going to look like this horrible, evil entity that's tricking people and being unfair. That's a horrible look.
Yeah.
With such unique circumstances open in this case, we believe the situation warrants a sensitive approach to expedite a resolution for the family who have experienced such a painful loss. As such, we have decided to waive our right to arbitration and have the matter proceed in court.
And that's
Should've happened to
basically Disney saying we can't, like, and this is where the lawyer side is not talking to the PR side, where like they're just trying to, defend Disney, of course, like they should, but it's just, it doesn't look good, especially when he died. It sounds bad.
And before we
did this. I love that they did this, even though I don't think it's right of them suing Disney. I don't.
I agree.
It'll get
Before we
thrown
get
out.
into it, we have to talk about these giveaways.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm sure a lot of people are here for the giveaway. This is the little Mickey pumpkin popcorn bucket, new for this year. He's so freaking cute. And it's up to Panda how you want. Do you want to do like a trivia question?
Okay, you know what? That's a good idea. We'll ask a trivia question, and you must comment the answer on the YouTube channel. You must
Now
comment
or
the
after?
answer. Right. You can do it now or after. It doesn't matter. We're not going to look at it until probably. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. We'll look at it. We'll look at it by next Tuesday. We'll say who the winner is.
Okay. that
Okay.
sounds good.
And then we'll do Matt's stuff separate too with a different question. So we'll
Okay.
do this question first. I'll come up with a question and say, oh, you know what? It doesn't even have to be a question. All you have to do is
Yeah.
put the word pumpkin into the YouTube chat. Make sure you're subscribed to bigfatpanda.com. Put the word pumpkin in the YouTube chat. I will go through all the YouTube chats and we will we'll pick somebody who wrote pumpkin.
Do you want to do that same as mine as well? Like,
Yeah.
we
What
do
is
like
you? What?
two
Let me see
drawing?
yours. Let me see what you
Yeah,
got.
Matt's gonna show his prices because Matt brought some prices too.
Yeah, I've teased it for the last week. Is that I've got some goodies from D23 for y'all. So I have one. It is an exclusive Moana 2 poster that they were giving away at the animation booth, and
You're
you
welcome.
will also receive a Zootopia 2 poster.
Do
Again,
you have
from
an
the
extra one of
animation booth.
those? Because I would have told you not to give that away and give it to me.
No.
Well, that's not nice. I do like the
these are-
Again,
Zootopia.
these were exclusive from D23. You're not going to find them anywhere else.
Okay, Panda, we have some questions. Is it in the shop now or the comments watching later?
Right, has to go into the YouTube comments for me to get later. I don't.
I think
but
these will still go.
These might be
into
YouTube. These will go into the YouTube comments. We'll see. I believe we'll see them. You know what? Let me make sure. I'm going to go to YouTube now and see if they pop up. I want to be sure that I'm not telling you all.
giveaway for it.
Because we
the
do
wrong
want to
thing.
give a chance to people who watch, who
It is
can't go
showing.
to live. We do appreciate everybody who's here live, and definitely you guys should be counted as well. Because if that doesn't show up, I'm going to start taking pictures of all of these so we can.
Yeah.
track.
If you can, take some screenshots from here too, just
I
in
will.
case.
I will. So we have everybody who entered because we do appreciate everybody coming live, and we hope you enjoyed our conversation.
Now, for Matt's thing, instead of commenting pumpkin, for Matt, you got to comment Darth Vader 92. Even though it's on my YouTube channel, you're going to comment Darth Vader 92. So I know that you saw Matt. Yeah, you know how to spell Darth Vader 92.
If
Or you could
don't,
just say, doesn't Darth Vader mean like the father in Germany or something? I know Vader
you
is
know
father.
that.
only
You
comment
didn't-
once.
Hold on, Matt. You didn't know Vader is father in German?
No.
It is, which is why when he says, I am your father, it wasn't a big deal to the Germans. They knew it because he's calling him Dark Father. I'm sorry, it's dark. Darth means dark. Vader means father. If I am wrong, somebody tell me. But I think I'm right.
I was going to say, I could have given y'all a good trivia question.
I can't believe you didn't know that in Germany, Darth Vader is Dark Father. And that's your channel
Getting all
name.
this-
I'm sorry, we're getting in the weeds. I'm sorry. Take me out.
No, I just want to make sure don't change your screen names, okay, guys? Because we're gonna go by your screen name when we announce the winner.
Yeah.
so.
All right, let's get to some of these now.
Okay,
Ooh.
merchandise. Okay, so we stuck with villains, obviously, because we're talking about villains. We have a new villains collection, so like a little sketch art kind of ish, but this is a spirit jersey because every collection needs a spirit jersey, of course.
I like it.
Always. And okay, so this one was supposed to be last, but this is actually not from the U.S. parks. Unfortunately, this is a Maleficent dragon shoulder.
I was going to say, I've got that on my backpack from Tokyo. Yeah, that's not here.
I just had to show it because that was like the coolest thing. Because I want a Maleficent.
They have to sell that in Villains Land, so
Wait,
I'm going to just
John,
wait.
go back to the photo. So you guys see the little clips on the bottom of the dragon's feet.
Yes.
Right? That is how they attach it to their shoulders.
I like
in Tokyo.
it.
You
Better
don't
than a
use
magnet.
the magnets that always fall off. These actually stick to your clothing.
Does he make noise or wings move or anything?
No, it's just a plush.
But it's still so cool. Yeah, it's not like the Raven Panda. It's not. They haven't gone there yet. But I thought that was really cute. I wish it was part of our U.S. collection, but it's not. Okay, and here is you should like this panda. This is Evil Queen sweatshirt. You should see the front or the back.
I don't like her pink faced. Where's the front?
But then the other one is the poison apple, which is so
okay.
cool.
Hold on. I don't know if I have the front. Do I? Hold on.
Yeah, you should.
No.
I sent it to her. There it is. So
that's I like it.
Yeah, that's the front, and the Evil Queen is on the back, which I think is pretty cool. I like that more than the Spirit jersey. And then we have Isma, which I mean, like you never see merchandise with Isma, so
never.
That's really rare.
Why do we even have that lever?
We have my way. I like this collection because I feel like every villain got a little something. You have Hades. Obviously,
do we really need any more cups, though? I just can't stand cups anymore. I'm done.
I mean, that's all I buy.
It's always the standard.
I like this one. It's kind of like my ears, which are also.
Matt, you like this hat, no? Oh, I like it.
I saw it when I was in Disneyland. You know, just like how I've also seen Corinne's ears at Disneyland. I like it. Just
I would wear that hat.
I'm impartial. I want my dragon back for Fantasmic in Disneyland. Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Are they working on? Tell me they're working on that.
No.
Really? We forget. We just.
I literally didn't even watch Fantasmic when I was out there in protest.
We did the dining package, and good Lord, I wish I could have got my money back.
I know.
But the dragon's coming back, right?
Not
God, I hope so. God,
I can't. If they abandon that, that's just bad show. That's just bad show.
Fanny pack, of course. We have to have our fanny packs. Hades again. I like this one. I do. I love Hades.
I do like that too. Actually.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Oh, this is too busy for me.
We're going to need long sleeve and Florida.
Yeah, this is like they love doing these. I feel like they're kind of trying to compete a little bit with Roosevelt. You know,
but it's not the same quality as Roosevelt.
No.
And backpack. But you see, even the Chernabog. Chernabog is on this, which I do like.
Yes. There is a company, and I think you know, Matt, Steve Fox, Park Candy.
Park Candy, yeah.
Park Candy, and I should say Carice.
Roosevelt's.
Yes, it's the same quality.
Yeah. And this is
I
know, this is really stunning figure by Steve Thompson, who created these. And it's really big. It's a medium fig, but I feel like this, and it lights up. You see at the bottom there?
Yeah. So is this the same material as the Ichabod crane? And
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was hoping that would be porcelain, but it's not. It's resin.
No, you always do like more. Is it resin? Is that what it's called?
Resin, yeah, like a solid plastic resin. They call it. Yeah,
it's really cool.
What is Connor saying? Here's the teeth that stick out. All right, chat room. It's up to you now. Give us some stuff to talk about before we go.
Yeah, if you have any questions or anything, let us know. Matt, tell us about your D23 experience. What was the announcement that you thought was like your favorite announcement?
I see.
I need to know your reaction, Matt, when the mirror came up. When the mirror came up.
Look, all of the announcements, whether it was parks or movies, to me as a Disney cast member, this is the moment that I said, I have never been more excited to be a Disney cast member. Because
I agree with that.
Even after the studios presentations, those projects coming out of studios looks amazing.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Matt. Can we all just back up from our computers for a moment? And we have to do like a little bow because this is my friend Gene, and he has to know he's right. All hail, you were correct. All hail, you were correct. There's a lot of things he's wrong about, but you can't tell him. He cannot be wrong. So I will never tell him when he's wrong, only when he's right. I love you, Gene. But yes, Gene was here at my house, and he said, we're going to get a Villains Land. And I said, no. I said, not this year. Maybe another year.
But before or after the Expo in 2022?
Oh, my God. That's right. It was after the Expo. No, it was.
I was going to say, if it was after 2022, buddy.
No. But he knew it was going to be this time, and that was a good call. You don't have to prove it anymore. We've already done the bow. You're good. You are good. Jess, control him. That's his wife.
I'm glad he was right. I'm so excited about Villains Land. So that was my favorite. Yeah, have an amazing parade. I know. I would love it.
By the way, do we also realize with this new nighttime parade that we're going to get next year, it's going to be a real pain in the butt with all that construction in Frontierland for cars?
They could just skip Frontierland. Just
Are they going to go through Adventureland?
How
are they going to
do a parade route with that?
Can they go to Adventureland, Matt? Or no?
But wait,
Yeah.
I don't think the actual avenue itself that you walk on shouldn't be bothered over by.
You're going to have that construction wall.
Yeah, that side you won't be able to stand on.
Right, people won't be able to stand there for the construction. That's all.
It's gonna be such a bother.
Yeah, we're gonna have to suffer for a couple of years
during the parade. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not getting there.
They're gonna
unless
have
you
to
get on the
make
train.
like
Get on the
Disney
train.
a long time.
The train's not even going to be able to run with the parade.
That's right.
They stopped the train
You're right.
when Festival of Fantasy goes through.
You're right.
Yeah. But I'm super excited about the nighttime.
Oh.
I have to say we got more stuff than I thought we would. We got way more announcement than I knew that they had, they got such a bad rap from the last D23, so I knew that they were gonna go like good.
Well, they got a bad rep because of all the blue sky nonsense.
Yeah,
obviously he knew because he mentioned it. Like
the blue sky stuff is a great idea. That's not the outlet that you do it at. And I think Josh had to learn that for himself.
Yeah.
But they had to know even while they were doing it.
Surveys for in the parks. That's what you kind of, have average Joe Schmo post on, WDW Magic forums or something.
Matt and Corinne, it's like buying a ticket to a Broadway show and you sit there and they're like, the songs we could be singing. And they tell you about the songs that they could sing and then you go home. But you already bought the ticket to the
No, I was really happy. I thought it was I missed the last expo, so I thought this was amazing.
And also too, this was the best run expo that I've ever had.
Except the musical numbers, they were terrible.
Well, no. I'm talking operation.
Organizational, and there was a lot of
with
people.
All the big stuff over at the Honda Center, having that guaranteed seat, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll do that again next time?
Friday morning.
They're gonna have to continue that because that was helped, the lines.
Right.
You didn't have to.
I really hope if we get another expo, I want to see that run exactly the same way. Just, Corinne, you were dealing with it with Lorcana Friday morning.
Oh God.
I saw that because I was over at Loungefly.
It was like we lined up at like 4 or 5 a.m. for Lorcana. And listen, they should have known this because I heard horror stories about the last expo. And here we go. They open the doors. Everybody starts rushing in. And here they are again. We didn't expect such a demand because it became a packed full
and that
crowd.
Was even a problem too.
And it got like that point where they were
that section in Hall D.
Yeah.
It was like, cool. What lines are what?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I get this is the virtual.
Lorcana pays for a lot of people's trips.
Yeah, that's why.
And
that's why it became so crazy.
Someone like got that, and
I said that there's like they're handing over $100 bills to people, and you're not expecting this to turn into a crazy. And we ended up right in front of some of the security people, and they were freaking out, and I felt so bad. Yeah, but I'm like, you're security. Why are you? They're like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we put stanchions? What do we? They were like freaking, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing.
Were you at the one 2 years ago?
No, I wasn't, but I heard about it. I heard.
Megan was telling me Lorcana, it was empty.
Yeah, nobody really knew.
Because nobody knew about Lorcana.
But then it was like the last day, right, when people figured it out. I heard it was
not
crazy.
Really even because like Lorcana still didn't start picking up until after the expo.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, guys, you can see how crazy the Lorcana sales are right now in the park.
But just a tip, Disney, if you're handing out $100 bills, which AK, this is the free cards that they're handing out is worth that much. People are going to storm the place. They're going to storm over there. It's the best freebie.
When do we think Destination D tickets go on sale? Because this year, I think it's going to be a little trouble.
Oh, I've tried the last 2 years, and I can't get tickets. It's so hard.
It depends have to try on when they want to do it, because I remember how it was always the weekend before Thanksgiving, and then last year they shot us a curveball by doing it in September.
Yeah. I tried to get a ticket and I couldn't. They need to move it from Contemporary. They need to get a bigger place because
It's
the demand.
it's pretty
already big
wait,
over at the
but they
Contemporary.
have
I don't
another
think you
room
can
in
do
there
it
too.
anywhere
They,
else big.
I know.
Yeah, but isn't Coronado Springs Convention Center
It's not-
bigger?
I don't think it's as big as the Fantasia Ballroom.
It's not.
I think they have. I think they have more.
Convention centers, and it's
'Cause then
Fantasia's
it's the
pretty big.
issue- yeah, and it's the issue of parking because if you go to Destination D, you don't get to park at the Contemporary, by the way, because
Oh,
obviously
don't
there's
remind
no
me of
way.
those.
There's no way. There's the parking lot's tiny.
It
I think
sounds like I'm
Coronado-
here for a convention at the hotel.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. I think Coronado, you can maybe mesh 2 rooms together that might be big.
I'm just bite the bullet and do Orlando Convention Center. Come on, there's enough.
You
of
know
us
what?
to
At that
go.
point, we should.
Yeah, because we all know they're going to talk about more Villains Land next year at Destination D. So everybody's going to want to go. Like, there's no way. So
Like, just do the big theater that's in the convention center, the Chapman Theater,
Yeah.
where they had all the MegaCon stuff.
Yeah.
That's a huge theater.
yeah, that would be amazing.
Do you remember at and Gene Palma can tell me this too, and you might know, Matt. Remember there was a Destination D where everybody was promised to get a the Hey Disney device, the Alexa
Amazon Echo.
device. Yeah, did anybody ever get it?
Yeah, I
'Cause
got
never
mine.
did. You did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, it could have been because I was there as media that they didn't give it
Maybe
to us.
they
but I
didn't
didn't
give
think
it to us media.
I was shocked. So everybody really got one.
Yeah.
They actually
It
sent
took
it
a
to you.
long time.
Okay.
Like, it
Yeah.
took about 6 or 8 months, but
I just
we
thought
got
they-
it. Yeah.
I thought they forgot about us.
Adam says, yeah, they hold the pin events at Coronado. So obviously, which I don't know if it's bigger, but I
Hold on,
think
Adam, is it bigger than the Contemporary at the Coronado?
Yeah,
Adam
the
might
question
know.
is that can that handle probably about 1,000 people?
more.
They do have the parking, I think, there at Coronado. I've
I
seen
like
it.
Jason's idea though. Have it over at the convention center right across from Epic. That's kind of funny.
Yes, that's right.
They should.
Epic is right there.
Do it, Jason.
Why not just have it at Epic?
Yeah, just rent out Universal.
All right,
Yeah,
Adam
that's
thinks it
why
is
every
bigger.
single Disney fan comes out onto the little ledge outside of the convention center and goes, "Heh, we got the better thing." And Epic's like, "Yeah, right."
Sith Lord, yep, exactly. Listen, I have only gone to one Destination D. The last 2 times, I wasn't even able to get tickets, even with like 20 windows.
It's hard. It's hard.
I mean, we do get the information in a couple of minutes, but it's so exciting, the energy in
well,
the air.
especially if you want to
when you're
go,
there.
like I usually like to go for the panels.
Yeah.
To hear, I remember the first one that I went to. The first day was just dedicated to the World's Fair, and they
Yeah.
had Marty Sklar. They had
There's
Bob
way
Dylan.
more history with Destination D. I feel like than big announcements.
And I
so-
love
Can
that
we-
you're guaranteed that seat for all the presentations. You don't need to be up front. You
No.
can. I could have a seat all the
Yeah.
way in the back, and I'd be fine.
Can we agree there was less Muppets at D23 this year for some reason?
in the sense of
Don't you
announcements.
be saying why, Panda?
No, I'm
Don't
not,
you
I don't
put
think
that
that's the reason
juju out
why. I don't think that's why, but I do think they're pulling away from it, and I need
They
them to
had
go back to
Muppet
it.
merchandise inside Mickey's of Glendale. They had a whole collection.
Ladies
And
and gentlemen,
Frank Oz was the
John
legend.
still has this belief that the Muppets are going to be going away from Monsters Inc.
There's no way.
Maybe
That is not
Yeah,
true.
That
It's
is
a
not-
maybe.
Not true.
You don't know that though. You can't say
I
that.
have to side with Matt. I don't believe it.
I don't think it's going there either, but it is. I mean, Josh Gad is tweeting about it, so something's up.
But Josh Gad doesn't work for the company.
Craziness.
He doesn't
You
work for the company, the
realize-
voice of Olaf.
No, he is just
realize
hired.
how these people are trying to think that it could be Muppets because they took a look at the concept
Right,
art.
the
Heather,
2020
that's true.
the 2020
There was
concept
one
art.
panel.
concept art that shows the little water tower.
Listen, I just want Muppets to be safe. That's all. I just want it to be
I
safe.
get it.
And
They'll-
you would have to
you'll
go
find that
further
out at
into the
Destination D
parking
next
lot,
time.
which
Okay,
who
Gene,
knows if they wanna do that.
Gene's calling Launch Bay, and I hope so.
Yeah. It's
What I
Launch
don't
Bay.
understand is what they're going to do with the left-hand side, which is technically Mermaid.
Especially since there's one guy that was on Twitter. I sent this to you, Panda. There's a guy on Twitter that apparently is a software developer for Disney, according to his bio. And he said our offices were
I saw
being
that.
told to evict our offices.
I saw that.
I
But
mean,
did you hear the comment after that? Was that a lot of offices around the property are getting the same notice? So they're saying don't read
I
into
just
it
wish
too much.
Disney would tell us so they can put everybody out of their misery because it's like now everybody.
Yeah, well, that's what I think is if they wanted to just stop the negative conjecture, they could, but they're
Yeah,
not.
but they bring some
Everybody's.
attention though. You remember at the end of
Yeah.
the day, we're still all talking.
That's
It's
true.
just for
That is
them.
true.
Right.
We're still interested. I just want to say, Devin
Oh, you stopped, or did I stop?
said he's never. Sorry, Devin. I don't know if it's a he or she. It's never been to D23. I just want to say this was my boyfriend's first time, and he will not stop talking about it. He just keeps saying, I want to go back. When is the next D23? He just wants to do it again. Yeah. And I mean, we were exhausted. We were so dead. I could barely talk. Like, I was out of it, and it was still the best time.
As long as you can have the mentality going in that you're not going to be able to do everything.
Yeah. You're going to miss tons of things. Yeah. Just be ready. But it's still the energy. It's so much fun. So I highly recommend anybody just do it. And I didn't even go to the Honda panels like Matt did because I didn't get the ticket. But it's like, with that, I had time to do so many other things. So it's kind of one of the, and I live streamed the parks panel from bed, almost passing out because I was so tired.
But did they give you a live stream for the Honda Center, even though you weren't there?
I found somebody on YouTube, and I just watched
we all did.
That's there was some guy on YouTube that was somehow streaming it, and somehow he had a connection. Okay.
There was like 4 or 5 live streamers from the hall. But what was really funny to me, every one of those streamers, when something new came on the screen, their stream stopped because everybody in that audience was now tweeting or sending pictures somewhere, and the Wi-Fi just went.
Yep.
It was so funny. I was like, oh, here we go. A great announcement. And we're off.
It's the best of times. It really is. I loved it. So much
Guys,
fun.
I can't thank the 80 of you who have joined us for most of this show. We appreciate it so much. The mods are great. All of them, I say I take for granted, and I'm sorry about that. When I see you all here in person, I will somehow make it up to you. Guys, thank you very much.
Remind them of the giveaway. They can, if you didn't comment pumpkin or Darth Vader 92, when the video ends, go put that in the comment section there. We will still count your entry.
And if you double it, it's okay, only because I can see how many times you've done. I just want to make sure we see it. Yeah. And please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Thank you. Any sharing of the show might get some extra love if we see it.
Oh, now Panda's being like, drive me.
Just a little bone. We'll give in the randomize, you could put like +2, +3. We'll keep giving them. That's funny. Corinne keeps calling me Pumpkin. Thanks, Pumpkin. Guys, thank you so much. We love you all. We really do. We will see you next Tuesday for another deep dive in something. Matt, thank you so much for joining us.
Always.
And Corinne, those pictures of the past, amazing. Thank you.
Excited. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.